Welcome back to the channel. I'm Etienne, and today we'll explore one of Japan's most surprising cultural mysteries.
During my second week in Tokyo, I witnessed something that completely shocked me as a German newcomer.
It was 7:30 in the morning. The city was already awake and moving quickly.
Office workers hurried toward train stations, while bicycles flowed through narrow neighborhood streets nearby.
Then I noticed a small girl wearing a yellow hat and carrying a tiny backpack.
She couldn't have been older than 6 years old, yet she walked completely alone. No parents nearby, no older siblings, no adults accompanying her on the busy street.
I immediately stopped walking and looked around, assuming her parents must be following behind.
But nobody appeared. The girl simply continued walking calmly toward her elementary school.
For her, this was completely normal. For me, it seemed absolutely unbelievable and risky. Later that morning, I told my coworker Sato what I had witnessed before work. His reaction surprised me even more than the child walking alone through Tokyo. What's strange about that? What's strange about that? I thought he was joking. He wasn't. To him, this was everyday life. That conversation became the beginning of a fascinating lesson about Japanese society and trust.
It was actually about how an entire society supports and teaches responsibility from childhood.
A few months later, I visited my coworker Tanaka and his family one evening.
Some of you may remember Tanaka from our earlier episodes in this series.
His 7-year-old son was preparing his school bag for the following morning independently. He checked homework assignments, organized books, and packed supplies without any adult assistance.
Nobody instructed him. Nobody supervised him. Nobody corrected him during the entire process. As a German, I found this level of responsibility surprisingly advanced for such age. When I mentioned it, Tanaka smiled and asked me a simple question. So, tell me, what is on your mind? If children never practice responsibility, how can they learn responsibility? That sentence stayed with me for years because it explained many things later.
Japanese parents often introduce independence gradually instead of delaying it until adolescence entirely. Responsibility is treated like a skill that improves through regular practice and experience. Walking to school becomes one of the first major lessons in personal responsibility.
But another question remained. How could parents possibly trust children to travel alone? The answer surprised me because responsibility extends far beyond individual families in Japan.
One morning, I noticed elderly volunteers standing near busy intersections before school began.
They weren't police officers. They weren't paid employees. They simply cared deeply.
Every morning, they helped children cross roads safely before continuing their own activities.
Good morning. Hello.
Have a good day.
I asked why he spent so much time helping children unrelated to him.
His answer was immediate.
Because they're our children too, he told me proudly.
That simple sentence revealed something important about community culture in modern Japan today. Many people feel responsible not only for family, but also neighborhood children nearby.
Teachers participate, neighbors participate, shop owners participate, retired residents participate every single day.
This collective support system creates an environment where independence becomes much safer naturally. The responsibility doesn't belong entirely to parents or entirely to schools alone. Instead, responsibility is shared among many people throughout the local community together.
That shared responsibility became increasingly visible the longer I lived in Japan there. One day, Tanaka showed me the route his son followed to school daily.
I expected random streets and shortcuts chosen independently by individual children each morning.
Instead, the route had been carefully planned and tested over many years. Certain roads were recommended, while others were intentionally avoided for safety reasons.
Dangerous intersections received extra monitoring from volunteers during busy school commuting hours.
Many younger children walk together in organized groups rather than completely alone daily. Older students often helped younger students navigate difficult crossings and unfamiliar situations safely.
The more I learned, the more everything began making sense to me. This wasn't blind trust. It was carefully designed independence, supported by community planning. Japan wasn't simply hoping children would remain safe. It actively improved conditions. Another interesting discovery came from observing local shop owners throughout my neighborhood area.
Perhaps the most important lesson involves how Japanese society views childhood independence itself. The surprising part isn't that children walk alone. It's why they can.